Alright everybody, this is my review or a showcase of my repainted, customized Dagobah playset. I think it's a 1981 something something Kenner or some kit. Or maybe not a kit, but a playset. Anyway, I'll stop rambling and I'll show you what I did. So I painted the whole thing. You know that this is like used to be beige and this is brown, so I painted the thing with acrylic, and these are not original. I just got them from my stash. These are the cases, and if you could see, I also have some I added some details aside from the moss and the paint, like little stones that Luke was trying to lift, and I have incorporated all scenes in one, or like multi scenes, I guess. But anyway, there's that scene where Yoda was, what do you call that? Was pointing at or was observing Luke. And then there's that scene where Yoda was balancing. Sorry about that. So was balancing on top of Luke's foot. I think there was also a scene where R2 was there in the scene. And as you guys know, there's that levitating gimmick on this playset. And on this side, we will see the inside of, I'll remove this later on, of the dining room of Yoda. And I added this part where, because the original doesn't have this, so I put this little hole here, and then you could see it on my Facebook account. I'll put it on the description. The photos of before and after, and I also added the pointy thing of the Yoda's hut. Over here, I noticed that Luke and Darth were holding their swords with two hands. So what I did was, with this figure, I made it hold. I put it in hot water and then made him hold it, so that made the arm so that he could hold the lightsaber with two hands. And also, so let me reveal what's inside the hut. So I'll remove the stuff. Oh, this lever here, it used to have that, like that little stick. I cut it off because it's interfering with the window that I made for R2. So I cut it and I just added some hot glue in it and then just repainted it. Now for the Yoda. This is the Yoda that I have. It has the hair. I think this is rare. Can you see it? And then for the Luke, this was not his head. I swapped it with another Luke. I think it's like a Tatooine farm boy Luke. And so because this the original head of this figure, this is the one that kind of moves. You know, the one that has that flipping thing. He was bloody, and the hand was from another figure because this didn't have the hand, so I had to just give him a hand from another figure. So I added this post here, and also the cooking pot. And originally, I guess this is gonna be my pointy. This was the only this was the only one that was there in this mold, and a little spoon. I added a glass, a bowl with some fruit or whatever food, and a little plate. And this one was from you know, from the hotels that you the little shampoos. That is a cap. I just cut it in half, at least in lengthwise, and then a little wire that I got, and then it actually can move. And I put a snake. Oh, it's broken, but that's alright. And I added some fog here. This, of course, the foam is not original. It's a replacement. As you can see, the scales or the scale are not really that accurate. I'm not really concerned about that. I just wanted to represent or do some representation of each scene. Like this Yoda is really small compared to this Yoda, and then compared to this Yoda. See, they're not really in scale, but doesn't matter. The good thing that also what I did with this figure or with this playset, I divided the Yoda's living room and painted it white inside, and I put a cardboard in between it so that the cave will be separated, so I didn't want the light shining when I turn on the stove or the pit fire. And I got it through there. It's from a tea light, from one of the tea lights that I got from the dollar store. As you can see, where's the... I drilled a hole here and put the tea light so I could turn on and turn off the little pit fire or fire pit over there. And then this one I had to, because it was over here, I had to put it over there so that at least it has a little bit of a leg or support. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.